Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you'd like more cartoon news and shenanigans, I'd ask you to please subscribe to my channel. In fact, do it right now so you don't forget about it later. And I thank you very much for that, guys. We are just 7-ish subscribers away from the big 500 milestone. So if you could subscribe right now, I'd actually really appreciate that. Thank you very much, guys. Anyways, let's get on with the topic at hand. We've got more of everybody's favorite, Kevin Smith. Yeah, everyone's favorite. As I watch the dislike bar get ratioed. Kevin Smith is very not well liked in today's day and age. And let me tell you what he's done to He-Man. If you guys haven't seen He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Revelation, well, you're not missing much because Kevin Smith utterly destroyed the He-Man franchise. That's a great way to sum it up quickly. So basically, I did a review on it. There's 5 episodes. There's another 5 coming, and we're going to be talking about that in this episode here. Because a lot of people don't know that. They think that He-Man was just done in those 5 episodes. No, there's another 5 episodes. Holy shit. And I did an hour and a half long review of He-Man. You guys can go watch it. It's on my channel. I ultimately gave it a 3 out of 10. Why did I give it a 3 out of 10? Spoilers. Okay, so if you guys don't want to be spoiled, please go, just click off the video and go watch He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelations. But spoilers for those of you who don't give a shit or you've already seen it. Here's what happens. Basically, the show is not about He-Man. Basically, there was this whole argument between Clownfish TV, this YouTube channel that mostly covers Disney and other things in the cartoon industry and drama and stuff like that. They basically had a leaker come to them telling them Teela, it's mostly about Teela, not even He-Man. And then there were all these other leaks too. Teela was basically going to be a lesbian with a girlfriend, and that was alluded to very much so. And, so Kevin Smith was caught red-handed being a liar. I think he really just should have shut his mouth and not said a thing, but he just couldn't help himself. But anyways, here, guys, let me just tell you what happens in He-Man Masters of the Universe Revelation, why I give it a 3 out of 10. So really good animation, but, and that's why I give it mostly a 3 out of 10, because the animation was actually so crisp and solid, but the story was a train wreck. It truly wasn't, like I just said about Clownfish, it was about Teela. It wasn't about He-Man. Every male character in this show is either killed off or is just stupid, right? So you have, again, spoilers, He-Man dies in the first episode. You got Skeletor who dies in the first episode. You've got Orko who dies in the 4th episode. You've got Roboto who dies in the 5th episode, I think it was. Yeah, the final. Roboto is basically this kind of robot male character that Duncan created. And so Roboto also dies, but I mean, he was a robot, but also actually he gained the magic towards the end of his death. He actually says that he was able to feel the magical explosion caused him to, I guess, become a real living thing, and he was able to feel his own emotional death. It was, I guess that was interesting. But they actually did that in the old show. I don't know if you guys, there's an episode about the sorceress origin story, and there's a robot horse. I can't remember the robot horse's name, but in the original show, yeah, there's a horse, and basically the horse basically gets shot by this powerful mage with power. He gets power and he gets infused with the power. And then he actually becomes like a living thing, he's no longer a robot. He actually becomes a living thing. So even Roboto, doing that same gimmick, it was kind of already done in the original He-Man. So really, Kevin Smith didn't really add much of anything other than fucking making the show about Teela. Which was not great. And also there's a character named Andra who was blackwashed. She used to be a white character in the comic books, completely blackwashed there. And back to the men. So yeah, Orko, Roboto, basically all the men are either dead or stupid. Duncan, the Master at Arms, has his title stripped from him. Also, his title was going to be given to Tila. Not that she really needed it. I mean, she didn't really invent. We didn't see the whole man at arms thing. Her father was like this crazy inventor, and well, not really that crazy, but he was a really good inventor. And Tila, we never really see her in the old show. Yeah, she did. She actually did invent a couple things here and there. But in this show, we never really get to see that inventing side of Tila. And she was just going to be given the man at arms title. And I really think they should have showed her inventing some stuff. That was a huge misplay. So yeah, Orko's dead. He-Man's mother knew that Prince Adam was He-Man. Meanwhile, the king of the frickin' kingdom, I guess he was just too stupid. He's a stupid male, straight white male. Sorry, he's too stupid to understand that his own son was He-Man. And then he banishes Duncan, the man at arms. So yeah, all the characters in this show are just getting downplayed compared to the women. This was basically like Andra and Tila's lesbian adventures with freaking Evil Lynn at the side. And that's basically that. And I guess with the side of Beastman. Beastman, I guess he was like the only male character that didn't get belittled in some way. I suppose so. But, or maybe he did, and I'm not thinking about it. But, yeah, so not a great look. But anyways, guys, let's get into this next. We got Kevin Smith, and I'm actually going to turn the volume on for a change. No, I am going to put am I going to put this on? Yeah, let's read a little bit here. So we're on the Netflix official YouTube channel. Okay, so you've watched Masters of the Universe Revelation. Now you need the Masters of the Universe Revelation ending explained. Not really. I like Skeletor just gets the sword and says, "I have the power," and he just gets He-Man's power amplified, I guess, by magic that he already had. You don't really need an explanation, but what we're gonna hear from Kevin Smith here. Let's here's showrunner Kevin Smith to run the show into the ground again. To answer all your biggest questions about that ending. And again, what questions could you possibly? Skeletor just gets the sword and says, "I have the power," and he has the power. That's the fucking ending. What do you need explained here? Okay. Plus, tease what's coming next. Let me guess. He-Man is gay for I don't know, Skeletor. Then they're gonna have little skeleton babies. You guys ever see Shrek? Shrek. What was it? Shrek 3, right? Where they had those dragon donkeys, the dronkies. You guys, you know what? He-Man and Skeletor are gonna get frisky, and they're gonna make little, skullmen, like half human, half skeletons. Oh God, please don't do that, Kevin Smith. You're already terrible enough. Don't really just go all the way here. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if like He-Man ends up gay or something, or I don't fucking. They're gonna do something stupid. I already know. Want to know more about Skeletor, Masters of the Universe, He-Man, Death, Tila, Orko, Evil Stin's Left. Yeah, so one of the things that I noted in my review is that Orko had actually just unlocked his full powers as a sorcerer, and I don't necessarily think he's 100% dead. If he just unlocked all of his full magic power, did he really die? I don't know. I feel like he could have survived. If Skeletor was able to fucking survive for God only knows how many years, what was it, like 10, 15 years in that fucking staff, I mean, Orko could have survived one explosion, surely. So Orko could still be alive. Evil Lynn's staff, which is where, yeah, Skeletor, he took an explosion that killed He-Man to the face, and he was able to live it by transferring his essence or his soul into Evil Lynn's staff. And that was very questionable there. So I guess like I said, Orko could be alive. Maybe Orko transferred his soul to the same staff. I don't know. Masters of the Universe Season 2 plans and all the, oh God, there's going to be more. There's going to be more. No, please. No Season 2. No Season 2. Oh Lord. Okay. And all the cliffhangers, question mark. This is the right place to be. Okay. What do you got for us, Kevin Smith? What do you got, man? What are you going to fucking do now? I'm going to put the volume on for this. I don't usually do this sort of thing.
Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith.
Okay, so it's him,
the
Kevin.
showrunner for Masters of the Universe
Okay.
Revelation, and you probably have a lot of questions after watching that final episode.
I don't have a lot of questions. I literally do not have a lot of questions.
And perhaps tease you about what's to come in the future.
Okay. Spoiler warning. Okay, yeah, that happened. Is He-Man really? No, he's not dead. There's no way they're going to kill him 2 times in a row.
Tapped into the realms of magic and mysticism. If you're sitting there going, I'm not going to watch a show with no He-Man or Adam in it. I know a guy, and a guy told me they might be back.
He just said, oh my God, fucking Kevin Smith. He just said that, I don't want to watch a show with He-Man in it. If He-Man's not in it, you did that. You fucking did that. You literally made the show about Teela. Now, he pulled a little stupid-ass gimmick where He-Man was in all 5 episodes. Okay, so here's what happens. He-Man dies in episode 1. So he's in episode 1. Then in episode 2, 3, and 4... He's either an illusion, Teela has to fight him as an illusion, or he's in flashbacks, and then in the 5th episode, he appears again. You just seen that scene where he actually just got stabbed through the heart there with Skeletor. So he just took an injury, but he's alive. He did this. He fucking did. He literally just said people aren't going to want to watch He-Man. Who's going to want to watch He-Man without He-Man? And you did that. You fucking did that. Oh my Lord, this man.
Except Orko, he's dead.
Okay, so I don't know. Orko could still be alive. That's what I think. He did just unlock his power. Well, I don't know. Kevin Smith did just say he died, but I don't know. Okay, whatever. I'm still on the it doesn't matter. I don't even get whether they killed Orko or not. I genuinely do not give a fuck. I don't care if they killed Orko or not. If you're a fan of the old show, though, if Orko was one of your favorites, I personally think Orko wasn't one of my favorites. I wasn't the biggest fan of Orko in the original show. Orko's voice was very high pitched, like a chipmunk, and it was like, "Hey, I'm Orko." And it was like that the whole time, and he was just doing stupid shit and kind of taken away from some of the episodes, honestly. He was just the comedy relief that was there for, the whimsical children, I guess, whatever the fuck. But yeah, so Orko, honestly, I'm not whatever happens, if he's dead or not, it's just, I think now that they, if they killed him, they should commit to it. Don't bring him back, so yeah. Yeah, so this was one of the stupidest things. So He-Man dies by the explosion, but Skeletor can just survive, apparently. Almost completely unscathed, too. He doesn't even look like he's injured or anything. I don't know, man. I think that was pretty bad writing that Skeletor was just able to, get away. But if you watch the original show, I guess you could say almost every goddamn episode that Skeletor was about to get caught, he just kind of teleports away anyway, so I guess it's in canon for him to escape his fate. But I feel like when the explosion happened, there was no time, though. I don't know about that one. This is very iffy. I'm not the biggest fan of the writing on this. Also, what the fuck? He just came out of the staff with his... he literally just came out of the staff impaling He-Man. Now that I get a better look at that shot, that's what happened. He literally just, yeah, he just, yep, He literally just like teleported out of the staff, immediately impaled Adam before anything even, I don't know. That was probably some bad art direction or something. They probably should have showed him like actually, you know, or maybe they did and it's not being shown. Maybe it was shown. I don't know. It seems to be he just kind of like teleported right into his chest. But maybe they did show an earlier scene of him stabbing him. I think they did actually. All right, whatever. I'm gonna move on. Sorry. How did Skeletor survive? Yeah, let's find. Yeah, Kevin Smith. How the fuck did he survive? Let's find out.
We saw Skeletor survive. We thought him and He-Man died at the final battle.
Yeah.
He-Man we know died. He went up to Preternia.
By the power of Grayskull.
And Skeletor, no sign of him there, but also no sign of him, as you saw, in Subternia either. So.
Yeah, but like we never really seen anybody else in Subternia. When it was shown, we only got to see like these manifest creatures of fear, and there was also this like other Skeletor kind of character. He was some kind of like underworld demon skeleton thing. We don't know who that character is, but like, do we care? I don't know. Anyway.
So he stayed alive by casting his essence into Evelyn's wand.
Yeah, but how? But how? How did he do this? He literally, like, it was a fucking explosion. I don't know. He apparently had enough time to cast his fucking essence into, like, how did he even know the explosion would kill him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? How could you just predict that explosion would even kill you? Maybe it would have just given you more magic power? I don't know. I don't fucking know, man. That seemed so iffy to me. I feel like Skeletor wouldn't have had enough time. He probably should have been dead or something. I don't know. Not a fan of it.
The final second before everything went kablooey. And so there...
Yeah, like, look how fast that happened, though. Look how fucking fast that happened. Okay, one more time.
Second before...
He literally snapped... Okay, Kevin Smith snapped his fingers to show how fast it was. There's just no way Skeletor would have been able to do that. I call BS. I call utter BS.
Them on the whole journey. And every once in a while, you would see a shot where Lynn would look at her wand staff, we'd push in on it, and you would hear, like... That was meant to be Skeletor.
So he's saying that every now and again, Evil Lynn would look into the staff, and that was meant to be Skeletor. But also the staff had the energy in it. You know, the staff had the like last remnants of the magic energy. So the audience would never have guessed that. You know, like what the fuck? I mean, maybe if the staff kind of did a cackle, you know, like one of those, you know, like maybe if like Evil Lynn was like sleeping or something, and all of a sudden she hears like a, it's me, Skeletor, and then she looks at the staff and she's like, I'm hearing things. That would have been good. That's what if I was writing it. Okay, like I said, if I was writing this, there's no way I would do it the story where they kill He-Man and Skeletor and then it becomes the Evil Lynn show. I would never have gone down this road. This is a terrible story. But if I was right, if Kevin Smith was like, okay, make one change here, or make a couple changes to make this more, you know, not shit. I would have done something like that. I would have done a scene where like Evil Lynn was like resting or sleeping and she just hears like Skeletor laughing, or maybe she's daydreaming. We get to see a flashback of her in the old show, you know, fighting, or I don't know, some kind of flashback. And then she just, you know, you hear Skeletor laughing. You know, it's a good juxtaposition. It's like maybe there's a flashback where Skeletor is laughing maniacally, and then we see Evil Lynn sleeping, and we still hear that laughter, and we think it's from the flashback. But then she just wakes up and says, "Oh, for a second there, I actually thought I heard Skeletor laughing," or something. You know, something like that would actually give the audience a fucking clue. This isn't the best clue. This was not a good clue at all. I was not a fan of this writing again.
You don't have to do this.
There's Andra, the token black character. Okay, and there's Evil Lynn. I always say this. Okay, one of the big highlights of my review, I didn't have much good things to say. I actually think Evil Lynn actually looks better without that giant headpiece, or her hat or whatever the hell that garment that she wears upon her head. Yeah, that was one of the only good things about the show is that she looks a lot more beautiful without the hat on, I gotta say. Okay. Is Evil Lynn actually evil? They explain no.
Absolutely one of my favorite characters, not just because Lena Headey gives it what I feel is like an award-worthy performance bringing this character to life. But also,
yeah, one of the things is that I actually thought the original voice actor did a better Evil Lynn. That's just my opinion. If you guys go watch, I binge watched a whole bunch of the original episodes to be ready for this, this new show. I think the old one sounded eviler. This new Evil Lynn, mostly sounds like just a little bit of a Brit. She just sounds British. She's just like, I don't know. She just mostly feels like British. She doesn't feel like evil. She doesn't have that maniacal, like the original, like Evil Lynn had that like sort of ferocity in her voice. You guys can go check that out for yourselves. Go look at clips of the original Evil Lynn talking, and you'll see for yourself. Evil Lynn in this one just feels British. Doesn't really necessarily sound very, very evil, honestly.
Also because we mirror Tila's journey with Evil Lynn's journey as well.
We know, Kevin. We know you mirrored their journeys. We know what you did, buddy. Oh boy.
Talking about two women who have been in the shadows of very powerful male characters.
Okay, that's a lie. He just said that these two characters have been in the shadows of powerful male characters. There have been dozens of episodes about Tila in the old show. I only watched about 26 episodes of the original show. Now there's 65, and in those couple 26, there were dozens of episodes about Tila doing something, whether it was inventing something or helping her father or doing like helping He-Man or they would tell. There was an episode that was actually pretty funny. They tell Tila that they don't need help, and then Tila comes to the rescue anyways. That was like a big here Kevin Smith is saying she was in the shadows. She was out there fighting. I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. And what was really funny is because she disobeyed her father's orders to go to that planet and save the day, and basically give them aid, even though he forbade her from, assisting in this mission. His father actually made her peel potatoes. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, no joke. One of the episodes, Tila sneaks on board like a ship and like helps them, even though her father said no. And then at the end of the episode, she's like, "You should listen to your parents. I'm going to make you peel potatoes as a punishment." It was actually pretty funny. It got a chuckle out of me. You don't really see it writing like that in the modern day. Right? Like, when's the last time you seen like a woman getting punished or something like that? Yeah, it doesn't really happen in modern day episodes of cartoons. Well, sometimes I'm sure there's like a Star versus the Force of Evil episode where her parents like punished her, and I don't know. I'm sure there's an episode here or there, but like peeling potatoes, that's fucking hilarious. Okay, anyway.
The inception of the franchise. And
No, he just said since the inception. No, the original. No, this is bullshit. They both Evil Lynn, not as much, but Tila was definitely at the forefront and having adventures. Evil Lynn was mostly just serving Skeletor for the whole show, from what I've seen. So he's like half right, but like to say that they were in the shadows the entire time. There were episodes where Evil Lynn did stuff. I don't know, man. Very iffy statement from Kevin Smith. Not a fan here. Not a fan.
Tila, fought side by side with He-Man.
Yeah. Yeah, now he brings that up that she wasn't in the shadows she wasn't in the shadows. And even if she was, the show is called fucking He-Man, not The Adventures of fucking Tila. Okay, like what the fuck, man? Very stupid, very stupid.
More of his equal. Evil Lynn though was always Skeletor.
Wait, hold on.
Side with He-Man, definitely more of his equal.
Yeah, so first he said that she was in her and Evil Lynn were in the shadows under a powerful man. Now he just said that Tila was his equal. So I'm just getting mixed signals from Kevin Smith. I just don't think this guy really absorbed the source material. Like, and this is coming from me. I only watched 26 episodes of the original run. That's not even half. There's 65 episodes. I didn't watch half, right? I would have needed to watch 4 more episodes. Yeah, 26 times 2 is 52. Yeah, I would have needed to. Oh no, hold on. I would have needed to watch 8 more episodes or something. Yeah, if I just watched another 8 episodes, I would have watched about half the original. But guys, Kevin Smith just doesn't know what he's talking about here.
Evelyn, though, was always Skeletor's subservient.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Yeah, so Evelyn was basically always just under him. But she had her moments. I don't know. What do you what? What do you want to do here? I don't know. I just don't like the direction he took. I think if he really wanted to, why not make Skeletor and Evelyn have I don't know, get into a scrap, and then she's why not have Evelyn say I followed you for decades and you've never actually taken over Grayskull, so I quit, or I'm gonna do my own. I'm gonna take over Grayskull myself, and it's gonna be better with hookers and booze. The old Bender line from Futurama. Yeah.
What happens in a world where the person who helps identify that character, in the case of Tila, He-Man, in the case of Evelyn, Skeletor, what happens if those two figures are removed from their lives? Who do they get to be? And as
Yeah, but why would you do this? Why? Who the fuck watched the old show and said, by Jove, what would be interesting if we removed Skeletor and He-Man for 5 episodes and see what Tila and Evelyn do? Nobody ever asked that for that, ever. You could have done any story. And like I said, one of the big things was that He-Man's mom, one of the episodes I watched, He-Man's mom reveals that she was actually an astronaut from Earth. And I was like, why don't they make this new show about He-Man going to Earth? Maybe there's a new threat on Earth, and Prince Adam could learn about his mom's heritage, where she comes from. That would be so. Why didn't they do that? It's a no-brainer. It's a fucking no-brainer, and Kevin Smith couldn't do it. Oh my God.
We see in these first 5 episodes, there's goodness in Evelyn, as Orko points out.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't know. I like her being evil. She should have just been evil. Why is it that we always have to deconstruct the characters of the past? It's always some shit. Why we can't just have an evil character that's actually evil? And that's something that ruins a lot of Disney films. In the past, we would get characters like Scar and Ursula, and these characters were just blatantly evil. And in the modern day Disney, we get all of these. There's a twist to them, it's there's a plot. There always has to be some kind of plot twist, or and a great example of that is Hans from Disney's Frozen. So if you compare the 3D to the 2D of the past, where we would get the villain would just be a villain, what's Gaston, right? Gaston was this masculine character who just, he wanted to kill that beast, man. He wanted to kill that beast and get the lady. And that was his goal. He literally just was a little bit of a dick. And that was his character. And now it's always that we have to have some fake out, double cross nonsense. And another example is Zootopia, right? If you guys have never seen Zootopia, the character that you think is the villain isn't the villain. It's the sheep, basically, is what I'm trying to say. It's basically the sheep. Maybe you could have I actually predicted that before the movie was over, but a lot of people thought it was going to be the lion mayor or something else, but no, it was actually the sheep. Anyway, yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. That's another Disney movie that has the whole. There always has to be some kind of fake out kind of thing. we can't just get like a character who's evil anymore. So I'm not a fan of what Kevin Smith tried to do with Evil Lynn. I think she should have just been evil. Why not?
Turns out nobody's born evil.
But in the next 5 episodes, kids, it shifts into an Evil Lynn story that is so compelling. Absolutely.
Okay. When he says that it shifts to a story that's going to be so compelling, I don't believe you. I just don't believe him. I just saw the first. I saw the first 5 episodes, and this guy, man, this is Kevin Smith. He's a fanboy. He always likes to overplay things, overshoot, and no. The answer is just no, man. I don't think he's gonna deliver on this. I would rather Evil Lynn not do that. I would rather Evil Lynn be her own evil character. Wouldn't it be cool if Evil Lynn just double cross Skeletor and she's like, I'm actually more evil than you. My name is Evil Lynn. But now they can't do that because they set that whole like dialogue up with Orko in the underworld, or what was it called? The Preternia or Unturn, whatever the hell I can't remember. Deternia, was it? I think so. Yeah.
Absolutely fascinating, satisfying, heartbreaking. It became
satisfying and heartbreaking. Oh boy.
my favorite.
Let me guess. They're gonna kill Beastman. Let me guess. Okay, hold on. Which male characters haven't they fucking killed? They're gonna kill Beastman and the Merman. Oh, what was that guy's name? Merman, right? Merman. Yeah, one of the villains of He-Man, I think his name is Merman. He said that he wasn't gonna forget what they did to him in the last couple episodes. So maybe Merman shows up and he'll probably die because he's a man. Can't have those pesky men in the show called He-Man. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they start fucking killing like Beastman and Merman and all the fucking mans.
Part of Masters of the Universe Revelation.
No, they didn't call me evil. I added that part later.
The revelation is probably just that Tila's mother is the sorceress.
5 episodes, magic had left Eternia, and that was a big part of the problem. The whole fellowship was built to go out and find the 2 halves of the power sword so they can reforge it, and that would bring the power back.
Okay.
Now all the power is back, all the magic has returned to Eternia, but it couldn't be in worse hands. Like literally. It's
so yeah, Skeletor just has the power. But in the original show, we've seen that He-Man there's other planets out there, guys. There's actually tons of planets, and some of those planets were even said to be in an alliance or have trade deals with is that the planet's name? Eternia? No. Whatever the He-Man is it the planet of Eternia? No, Eternia is the world, right? Whatever the freaking planet is named, I can't remember, and maybe it is Eternia. There was literally episodes where like they would go out there and trade like metal. They would do like a metal deal or something with like another a princess or a queen of another kingdom. So they have allies that could save the day from Skeletor, I guess. But yeah.
Getting that sword. And as we saw for the first time ever, he got to say one of the most popular catchphrases in pop culture history, by the power of Grayskull. I can't do Mark Hamill. I
have the power. Yeah, that sounds pretty. Look, I like Mark Hamill, right? Mark Hamill. I always say his name wrong. My bad. Okay, Mark Hamill. Okay, Hamill, like camel. Hamill. Okay. I like him. I like Mark as much as the next guy. I think he does a really great Joker. I think that scene was phoned in. Listen to what he just kind of says like, I have the power.
I can't do Mark Hamill.
I have the power. The power. I don't know. That wasn't that great. I think he should have did it like way better. Like, I have the power. I don't know. Like he should have shouted it. It should have been more. They needed better voice acting on some of these characters in the show. When the story does part. Okay, hold on. When in the story does part 2 start? Okay.
The story picks up right where we leave off.
Okay, so now we know the story takes part as soon as that other episode ended, the 5th episode. As soon as Skeletor basically says, "I have the power," that's where it's going to start.
So it ain't going to be like 5 years later or anything like that. And the story then pivots in this new direction that involves every character that we've ever met.
So he says here that the story pivots in a new direction, and we're going to meet every character that we've ever met. So Merman, we did meet Merman, I guess. So he'll probably come back. And let's take a look at some of these characters here. We've got Tila. Is that Prince Adam's backhead? I don't know. That might be Prince Adam there. But his face is not revealed. So it's like, we're going to talk, the next 5 episodes are going to be about all these characters. This is He-Man and his face is turned. Why wasn't a square denoted to He-Man? Like, what the fuck? Man, Kevin Smith is really going out of his way to fucking not show He-Man. Am I right here? Look at the characters. Like, half of them are women. Okay. These, Tila, Evil Lynn, and Andra. And then you have Duncan, who was, just belittled, and he was forced to go in a village, and he wasn't allowed to tinker and make cool weapons and shit. So we have this character that's just been disgraced. Skeletor's the main villain, so I'd expect him to be there for the next 5 episodes. And then I guess Beastman, who, God almighty, they're probably going to kill him off. So this doesn't exactly make me want to see the next. This doesn't exactly really draw me in for the next 5 episodes, I gotta admit. But holy shit, man.
And involves, of course, the Sword of Power, but it's wreaking havoc, obviously, in the wrong hands.
Oh, boy. All right. So Skeletor is now a master of the universe.
Now
Skelegod?
Skeletor and master of the universe.
Hooray.
Something he's dreamed about for 40 years. But you gotta be careful what you wish for, kids. Kids, I cannot wait.
You got to be careful what you wish for. So maybe it's going to be like Skeletor absorbed too much power. I hope it's not a plot like that. That'd be stupid.
Next 5 episodes. Part 1 is one of the things I'm most proudest of that I've ever been involved with.
He's most proudest of that? I wouldn't want my name attached to that. I think that he did such a bad job on those 5 episodes that's going to haunt him for the rest of his career. I don't know what the fuck. He's proud of that? I mean, if you want virtue signal points, sure, why the fuck not?
Part 2 leaves Part 1 in the dust. Enjoy Part 1. I like it too. But I've seen Part 2.
I won't enjoy Part 1.
Astounding. It's a magical epic. I can't wait for y'all to see it as soon as they let us watch.
Okay, when does it come out, though? When does it come? They don't tell us when it comes out. They didn't tell us when it comes out. Are you kidding? Okay. Can't believe Kev said Jesus Christ stepped aside like He-Man stepped aside. Yeah. The people that pray me don't care what the fans think. Yep. Netflix doesn't care about what their subscribers like. Kevin Smith. Is that a real quote? That feels like a real quote. I don't know why. Netflix, we don't care about the fans. We just care about the money. Kevin Smith, please, sir, may I have another? Yeah, why? Don't make a season 2 of this. Please. Netflix, don't care what I think. Kevin's wife's boyfriend's girlfriend's husband. Evil Lynn was always Skeletor's subservient, says someone who never watched the He-Man. Evil Lynn was constantly plotting to take over and was learning from Skeletor one day to overthrow. See, I didn't watch all 65. I only saw 26. Of the 26. Now, this is a theory right here. This is a conspiracy theory, but did Kevin Smith watch all 65 episodes? Because of the 26 episodes I watched, Evil Lynn only appeared like 5 times or 5 or 6, a couple, like not many. Most of the episodes are about like He-Man and Tila and, So yeah, I didn't see too much of Evil Lynn, honestly. And all the episodes I saw of Evil Lynn, she was mostly just mostly just working with Skeletor or taking orders from Skeletor. So maybe I'm wrong on that. You guys can definitely tell me if I'm wrong. It may be in the last 30 episodes of the show of the original He-Man. Maybe we get to see, because this guy seems to Billy Kid has watched the whole show, so he probably knows here. Evil Lyn was constantly plotting to take over and was learning from Skeletor to one day overthrow him. And so that's what they're probably going to do here. Maybe they're going to overthrow him. But this guy, he seems to know what he's talking about. Meanwhile, Kevin Smith doesn't. Kevin, the reason your Netflix bosses don't care about the show's reception is because your reputation is on the line, not theirs. You are the fall guy. Exactly. Just remember, everyone, Netflix doesn't care what you think. True. I'm going to give that one a thumbs up. That was a great one. Just remember, people, and Kevin Smith said this himself, Netflix doesn't care what you think. There you go. Should have put him on She-Ra because that's clearly the show he wanted to do. Yeah. He basically made He-Man into an all-female cast, so fuck, you might as well have just did that. Evil can't create, it can only corrupt. J.R.R. Tolkien. Netflix doesn't care about the fans. Kevin Smith paraphrasing. Evil Lyn always had good in her heart. Yeah. No, she didn't. The only reason she was with Skeletor in the first place was to steal his powers and take control for herself. See, I didn't know that. There must be an episode towards the end. I've just never seen, I never got to see a sort of Evil Lyn backstory. Maybe I should have watched an episode. Maybe I should have kept watching those episodes. There is no good in her heart. Stop making things up, Kevin. Well, look, if that happened in the original show, where she tried to steal his powers and take control for herself, I don't think Kevin Smith fucking watched all the original episodes. You know what? I'm beginning to think, call it a conspiracy theory. I do not think this man motherfucking watched all those episodes. It's too bad you made it to see yourself become the villain and didn't recognize it. Oof. Netflix doesn't care about the fans. Netflix doesn't care about the fans. The teaser was better than the whole show. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Grow the fuck up, Kevin Smith. Still wearing a reverse baseball cap like a teenager and crying for Disney like a teenager. Yeah, didn't he cry during like one of the Star Wars movies? He-Man too woke. There you go, from Double Toast. I've never seen Double Toasted's videos before, but that looks like a great video there. 82K. Kevin Smith, Netflix doesn't care what the fans think, and that's a problem. That's just a problem. Yeah, nobody likes this, even though I think that's a woman there. I can't really. It's very small. The thumbnail, but yeah, nobody seems to like this show except for the Rotten Tomatoes reviewers, who probably just gave it a 10 out of 10 for the woke factor of putting all the women at the forefront. But holy shit, man. Yes, I have a question. Why you or Netflix don't care about the fans? Yeah. Sooner or later, lies have a way of catching up with you. He-Man said that one. I like that. Getting past the He-Man stuff, if you were gonna make Teela the protagonist, why did you make her so unlikable? And she has the woke wig. That's my new name for the haircut. I'm trying to catch it on here. The woke wig. It's that sideways haircut that all the god awful male women, all these women who have just been masculinized, they always have that stupid sideways haircut. I call it the woke wig. But anyways, yeah, she has no redeeming qualities. It's true. She's a bitch. I didn't even like Andra, honestly. Andra literally is here to be a token black character. I'm serious. She doesn't do anything in the show. She is literally here to be a black character on the screen. I am not fucking joking. See how she reacted to Adam's death, especially in front of his parents. Yeah, and she bitched about it too. It's like her best friend just died and she just bitched. How in the hell is she going to react to finding out who her mother is? She is written so emotionally weak. True. He's still bragging about killing Orko. Yeah, that's silly. But maybe Orko, like I said, Orko could be alive. We don't know 100% yet. Netflix doesn't care about the fans. True. Time to sail the high seas instead, buddy. Hey. Ouch. Kevin Smith, come on, man. If you tried that synopsis story with Batman, Star Wars, people would have walked out of the theaters. Come on, Kevin. You know you messed up. It's true. It's so true. He did mess up. I am going to add real stakes to Masters of the Universe. Also, death doesn't mean shit here. Yeah, so Orko could be alive. Skeletor survives, apparently. Oh my god. He-Man just lives. yeah. There really weren't any stakes, honestly, other than Orko, I guess. If he is really dead. I am never listening to this man again. Yeah, he says the next 5 episodes are going to be better than the first one. Oh, Lord. I'm scared already. I'm scared for the fans already. Laughing in J. Jonah Jameson's voice. Okay, I've done enough. It's time to end the video. Let me just dislike that. There we go. Nice little dislike there. And yeah, guys, I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below on this whole video. I'm sorry, this is 40. I just looked at the clock. 45 minutes. I'm so sorry. This was a very passionate video here, as you can tell. But yeah, I didn't mean to get so worked up. I turned a 4-minute video into a 45-minute video. Holy shit. I'm so sorry. Nobody probably watched to the end here, but if you did, God bless. Thank you very much. Hopefully your life, your fandom for He-Man hasn't been ruined and tainted by Kevin Smith and his diabolical ways. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe, etc. And have a great day, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.